What is going on, you guys? Welcome to my very first showcase video, I think. But anyways, today I'm going to be showing you a little setup that I have for Akhos. If you don't know who Akhos is, he is one of the new Torna blades that you get from New Game Plus. If you don't want to see any of this, I guess consider it as spoilers. Turn away from the video, but if you don't care, go ahead and stick around. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the party that I have, the items, and the pouch items that I'm using. Now, the thing with Akhos is he is not a damage outputter whatsoever. And what I mean by that is he heals a lot more than he can do damage. Okay, that's the best way I can do it. He does damage, but he does more healing than he does damage. Okay, so as you can see, I have his affinity maxed out, or his chart, and I have him at S+. So my results are going to be a lot different from yours if you don't have his affinity chart maxed out or have him higher than S ranking. Okay, so his first special, White Wave, heals 50% of the damage dealt as HP to the whole party. So this is your go-to healing move, okay, or your healing special. The two specials that we're going to be using are Special Level 1 and Special Level 2. Sacred Worm, I guess you could call it Worm. Increases damage dealt by 150% when HP is 90% or higher. So since he's going to be constantly healing, then we're not going to have an issue worrying about our HP being 90% or higher. As far as his third level, it doesn't really matter. We're not going to be using his level 3 that much. We're going to be using his level 1, level 2, and level 4 for the invincibility frames, for when those heavy attacks come in. So his passive skills: Transmigration, 70% chance to flip enemy defense, granting more damage versus higher values. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think I have to explain this. Restore 75% each time an enemy is defeated. This doesn't really matter. This one, though, Endless Cycle, boosts recharge for specials after canceling by 40%. So that means after we cancel an auto attack with a driver art, our special gauge is going to fill 40% faster because of his passive. So that'll let us be able to spam our healing, which is our level 1, and our damage special, which is our special level 2. Okay. So as far as the Ox cores that I have on him is the outdoor attack, just for increased damage. We have Titan Hunter because of the super boss that we're going to be going up against. And I have special level 2. The special level 2 plus 5. Meaning our level 2, when we use it, it'll deal 60% more damage. Just so we can increase our damage output. Because again, he's more of a healer than he is an attacker. Okay, so that's Akhos. Now, as far as the spare blades, I simply chose blades that had an HP mod. I chose one that had an HP mod and one that had a strength modifier because our driver arts on Akhos, they're all physical. So our strength is what's going to increase their strength as well. Okay, so driver arts, Bewilder Slash. The spawns a small HP potion with 50% chance to spawn 2. Standing Ovation. When landing a hit, restores 35% of the damage dealt to the whole party. So this, alongside our special level 1, is we're going to be spamming to constantly heal. So again, he does a lot more healing than he does damage. Now this one, Surprise Elbow. It doesn't have any effect, but it has a reaction topple. And we're going to be utilizing that a lot. The Careful Swing, it doesn't really matter because it reduces 20% of aggro toward the user upon landing a hit. I couldn't care less about this. Now, why do I have Akhos on Zeke? Well, Zeke has the fastest attack with the fastest auto attack speed with the heavy weapons. If you don't believe me, go ahead and do a great axe or a shield hammer on all the other ones, and you'll see how slow they attack compared to Zeke. Zeke has the fastest attacking speed with heavy weapons, so he pairs up nicely with Akhos. Okay, as far as the items, the accessories, I have the Galaxy Cube, 60% chance of attacking again with a successful auto attack. Why this? because it'll allow us to fill our driver arts faster, allowing us to spam the healing and to spam, the rest of them. So I want to say it's ideal simply because of the fact that you can spam more driver arts. Holy Necklace improves the effect of healing arts by 24%. Again, Akhos has a healing art, so this will improve its effect by 24%. Again, he does more healing than he does damage. Nano Metal Gauntlet boosts recharge for specials after canceling by 44%. So this, paired up with Akhos' passive, that one that restores the special by 40% upon canceling, you pretty much can spam specials like there's no tomorrow. Oh, my Joy-Con fell. Alrighty. Now, as far as the pouch items, we have the Hot Ruby Steamed Bun. This you can obtain in More Ardain. It's a dessert. Recharge arts by 0.4 for each second. 15% party gauge gain. 3% physical damage taken. That's alright. And then this one recharges arts by 0.4 each second. So again, just to spam our arts. Okay, so that's it for Zeke. Now we have Morag. This is a simple Morag that everybody should be able to make. It's just an evasion tank Morag. As far as the items, we have Esther shoes, 30% increased agility. Now we have the Sigma drive. Slightly fills the party gauge for each driver art used. So, they use driver arts as well. So whenever they use driver arts, then it'll fill our party gauge by that much. I gave them a Galaxy Cube. Again, just to be able to spam driver arts and to be able to fill our party gauge meter. It's nothing crazy. It's a simple tactic, to be honest. Okay, so as far as the blades, we just have Theory. We have Theory, Newt, and Aegeon because of the agility modifiers on Theory and on Aegeon. On Newt, she has a max HP modifier of 20%, so this will allow her to survive a little bit more. As far as the Ox cores, I gave them max evade. I gave them max evade, affinity max evade, and affinity max barrier, just for survivability and for evasion. I gave Newt fast blade switch 2 because without it, or 4, she has a cooldown of 2. So this is just to make her be more usable. And gave her the affinity max evade 4. Same thing with Aegeon as Theory, max evade, and max barrier. Now our third member is Tora. And Tora with only Poppy Cutie Pie. Why only Poppy Cutie Pie? Well, that's because I personally prefer just to have Cutie Pie simply because of the fact that she has the driver art that causes break and launch. So this he can constantly spam break, and since we are going to be doing topple, he can do launch. And whenever Tora does launch, Morag comes in with the driver art that does smash. So it's an endless break, topple, launch, smash. Now, as far as what I have on Cutie Pie, tank mod just for HP. Element doesn't really matter. We have AC critical up for increased crit rate. Boost the power of driver arts. Boost recharge from auto attack for driver arts. Absorbs 30% damage. Absorbs 30% of critical damage dealt as HP, just to give Tor some survivability on his own, since he is going to be targeted along with Morag. Increases damage dealt to higher level enemies by 80%. Increases damage by 50% with max affinity. This doesn't matter. We're not going to be really using it, so you can take it off if you want. Increases damage dealt outdoors by 40%. Increases damage dealt to enemies targeting user 50%. And Hunter's Chemistry. Hunter's Chemistry because it'll just give us, it'll boost us to max affinity a little bit quicker than without it. And I only chose it to put it on Poppy Cutie Pie so that we could be more flexible with our actual blades. Okay, so as far as the pouch items, the same thing. All the same thing for Morag and Zeke. Okay, so again, this is going to be a little bit of a drawn out fight, but that's because Akhos is simply more of a healer than an attacker, and the point of this is to showcase Akhos. So let's go ahead and get into the fight.
Looks like it's time to unleash my ultimate lightning fury slash redux on these blighters.
It's down to me to carry
Just
you through.
give me the order. Leave it to Dora.
Setting up for a great finale. Leave it to my
Is the complete
my moment.
Don't slack now. Push them back.
I'll handle it. Give me the order. Everyone beat as one.
Idiot slash!
Focus. Stand with Poppy.
Leave it to my judgment.
Quicken
This
eye.
is unexpected.
Rush down. Breaky.
1 million volts.
just
Break.
calm
Mediocre!
Got it. Topo.
Eclipse!
1 million volts. Topple.
Wow. Launchy,
No,
launchy.
battle. 1 million volts.
Focus.
Break change.
Sacred work.
Astounding. Yep.
Breaky.
1 million volts. Break. Equalize.
Idiot slash!
1 million volts. Topple.
Excellent work!
Rush down.
Overthrow!
Launchy.
1 million volts.
Quicken eye.
Take this. Diver combo.
Speedy sword. Blades.
Yep.
This is unexpected!
Topo.
Idiot slash!
1 million volts. Topple.
Good enough.
Launchy.
1 million volts. Time this. Complete.
Overthrow!
Sacred work.
Astounding. Yep.
Eclipse! Blade!
Topo.
Good.
Equalize.
Did it connect?
I don't think so.
Don't give them a moment's rest!
Breaky.
Got it.
Eclipse! Blade!
Quicken eye.
Superb change. I'll make sure that 1 million volts break.
Idiot slash!
Topo.
Overthrow!
1 million volts. Topple. Take this.
You've done well!
Sacred work.
Astounding.
Idiot
Look.
slash!
1
This is the culmination of years of
Topo.
idiot slash!
1 million volts. Topple.
According to the script.
Equalize.
Blade! Idiot slash!
Breaky.
1 million volts break.
Blade!
Sacred work.
Idiot slash!
Focus.
The enemy's element is now electric.
Blade!
Armor veil.
Overthrow!
Breaky.
1 million volts break.
Idiot slash!
Topo.
Eclipse! Blade!
Down.
You stay good.
Idiot
Equalize.
slash!
Focus.
Yes!
Yeah.
Eclipse!
1 million
Blade!
volts break.
Sacred work.
Magnificent.
Idiot slash!
Yep.
I'm taking damage.
Maybe things will get interesting now. 1 million volts. Topple.
Wow.
Idiot slash!
Diver combo.
Quicken eye.
Topo.
This is
Equalize.
unexpected!
Rush down.
Idiot slash!
Show 'em a smidgen of the eye of shining justice's power. Just follow my lead.
White man.
Magnificent. Get 'em, Morag.
As planned.
Shall I freeze them in their tracks?
Magnificent.
Think you're up to it, Tora?
Copy ignition.
Magnificent. Finish.
Now you let Tora and
Just
friends
give me the order!
Great work, everyone.
Over! An arresting display of strategy.
Breaky.
1 million
Idiot
volts break.
slash!
Careful of the rear.
1 million volts topple.
Wow.
Take this.
Launchy.
1 million
Dark
volts.
judgment.
Oh!
Rush down.
Armor veil.
Blade! Don't give them a moment's rest.
Got it.
Breaky.
Topo.
Eclipse!
Quicken eye.
Looks like the Zekinator.
Oh!
Diver combo.
Overflow!
Excellent. Volt
Just
break.
give me the order!
Yep. Topo.
Idiot slash!
Volt
Launchy.
topple. Volt.
Eclipse!
Break
Blade!
down.
Armor veil.
Oh!
Speedy
Break.
Blade!
Leave it to my judgment.
Overflow!
Great.
Volt. Volt.
Yes!
Here goes.
Excellent.
Just give me the order!
Got it. 1 million volts. Not
This
bad at
is the
all.
culmination of
Speedy
gear.
sword.
Overflow! Quick it
Careful
on!
of the rear.
Giddy
1 million volt. Topple.
Wow! Launchy,
Launch.
launchy!
1 million volt.
Blade! Hold!
Armor veil.
Eclipse! Blade! Idiot slash!
Breaky, breaky!
1 million volt. Break. Eagle eye. What?
It didn't connect?
Welcome to Axtown. Population, your face.
Nice reaction.
Standing.
Ovation.
Excellent work!
Rush down!
Topple.
Just give me the order!
1 million volt. Topple.
Launchy,
Sharp.
launchy!
1 million volt.
Quick it on!
Check.
There's a reason why.
Complete.
Overflow!
Meh! Breaky, breaky!
1 million volt. Break.
Armor
Idiot
veil.
slash!
1 million volt. Topple.
Wow, wow! Meh! Launchy,
Launch.
launchy!
1 million volt. Take this.
This is unexpected.
Sacred
Oh.
work.
Super.
Speedy
Overflow!
sword!
Eagle eye.
Meh!
Yes! Eclipse! Blade!
Good.
Idiot slash!
Take this.
Don't touch master appreciated. Eclipse!
1 million volt.
Blade!
Break. Yep.
Quick it on!
Let's give it all we got, chaps. Just follow my lead.
Here
And
goes.
Get him, Morag.
There it shall I freeze them in their tracks?
Astounding.
Think you're up to it, Tora? Tora,
right
ignition!
Astounding. Finish.
Dinner
It's don't give them a moment's
Great
rest.
work,
Armor
everyone.
veil.
breaky,
An erecting display
Got a
of
fix on them.
Yep.
right!
Overflow!
Steady! Beam!
Focus. It didn't connect?
Breaky!
What?
Mine.
Rush down!
Overflow!
Launchy,
Out of
launchy!
limelight.
Yep.
Dark judgment.
We got this.
Oh!
I can feel it in my left eye.
We seem to be
Wow.
just give me the
Volt
order.
break.
Idiot slash!
Volt
Steady! Beam!
Right. Let's do this. Yeah.
Armor veil.
Launchy,
Excellent
launchy!
work. Oh!
Ah. Show
This
up.
is the complete Eclipse! Blade!
Breaky,
Volt break.
Idiot slash!
Got it. Break.
Didn't work!
Eclipse!
Yeah, I'm
Blade!
feeling stronger than before.
getting stronger.
Yep.
Master Pun, stand with Poppy!
So as you guys can see, it's definitely not the fastest way to kill these super bosses, but Akhos is definitely a reliable healer as well as being able to do some damage. Again, I put him on Zeke because he has the fastest attacking auto speed with heavy weapons. So Akhos, in my opinion, he's pretty good. I mean, if you don't mind the long drawn out fights and you just want survivability, then Akhos will definitely get you there. In my opinion, he is a good blade. He's a good healer. So, again, to recap, I have, let's see, I got one blade with an HP mod, one blade with a strength mod for strengthening our driver arts since they are physical. Again, Standing Ovation is our main healing. Bewilder Slash is our survivability. I guess if you see that you're low on health and it'll spawn in potions, definitely go pick them up. Our Topple effect for, you know, as you can see, we pretty much break Topple, launch, smash him the whole fight. As far as the accessories, I guess you could do without the Galaxy Cube. You can maybe put something else in. Not sure what else you could, whatever you want to do. Our Holy Necklace for our healing arts, which you can see it heals a lot. So we pretty much never... We had our instances where we were close to dying, but for the most part, we maintained at max HP. The Nano Metal Gauntlet for stacking with Akhos' passive ability for recharging the special meter by 44%. Food items, all three of them have the hot ruby steamed bun. Again, you can get this in Empire Moradane. Neresipar jelly, you can get this at Argentum. Morag, she is our, she's a pretty simple evasion tank. with an HP modifier on Newt, so nothing crazy with her, just an evasion tank. Again, she using the katana for our smash, and then evade enemy attacks when you use a driver art, and increase damage dealt to enemies targeting user by 100%. This doesn't really matter. As for the accessories on Morag, just increase their ability to evade 30%. As you can see, our party gauge meter fills up really nicely, really fast. So this definitely does help out. As for Tora, our beta scope reduces the enemy break resistance, so he's our main guy that does break. Star Cube for more auto attack to fill up our driver art stat faster. Sigma Drive fills the party gauge. So yeah, you guys, that was Akhos. A reliable healing attacker. So I know this is a lengthy fight, but when you want to showcase, you got to showcase. So yeah, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.